Well, hi guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. Today I am making a BLT bowl. So it intrigued me when I was talking to my friend Angela over the Inquisitive Farm Wife. She talked about it, that they had this somewhere, and I was like, I need to make this. And it's low carb. You don't have any bread in here. So you've got high protein because of the cheese and the bacon. You've got romaine lettuce and tomatoes. There's the makings of your BLT, but I'm gonna kick it up a notch and I'm gonna put some, look at these fermented, bubbling, fermented tomatoes. They've been in the fridge and they're still bubbly. And when you bite into one of those cherry tomatoes, it pops and it's fizzy and it takes tomatoes to a whole new level. So if you don't like tomatoes, you might like a fermented tomato. I can't get enough of them. I just did another quart jar yesterday, and I will be doing several jars of tomatoes that may not be for years on the shelf, but we'll keep in the refrigerator for a year once you're done with the fermentation. So some of these are going in there as well. So I hope if this inspires you, you'll come on in and let me show you how I'm putting it together. Okay, so super easy. I've got my lettuce that I washed and my tomatoes are washed. Get my fork out of the way for now. And this is just a single serving, so I'm going to put the rest of this back in a bag into the refrigerator. And I like to, my romaine, I don't want too big of pieces. Yeah, I like to be able to get it in my mouth without a problem. So I'll take and cut those rings in half and in half. So kind of quarter your lettuce. And this would be more than enough for one. So I'm going to put my romaine down. I'm not sure how they served it. I'm going to put my romaine down first. I just want a nice little bed of romaine, and I'm not super hungry, so I am going to save this, and I'll make another one for tomorrow. So I will save this lettuce cut up in a Ziploc, so I don't waste any of it. We may have a salad tonight. I haven't decided with dinner, and the reason I'm not using garden lettuce is I am out. I have to start some new lettuces. I've got a couple small ones growing, but okay. Then I'm going to take my bacon. This is 1.5 pieces of bacon, and I think I can get away with just one. We'll just use one. And just cut that up. And I did cut that crispy, or cook that bacon crispy in the air fryer. And now, yeah. Because sometimes bacon is hard to cut up. Okay, I think that's plenty. I'm going to adorn this with some cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. So I always have cottage cheese in the house because I make egg bites every week. So I'm going to do about a third of a cup, maybe just a quarter of a cup. Yeah, that's probably closer to a quarter of a cup of cottage cheese, which is plenty. As I was saying, if you're watching your figure, don't put too much cottage cheese. All right. And I'm going to sprinkle right now. I'm going to go ahead with my bacon and one piece of bacon is plenty. This is just a single serving. Like I said, I'm not that hungry, and I really want dinner because I have a really good dinner coming up. So a little bit of bacon, and then of course, tomatoes. And I use a 2% cottage cheese. So I've got one little Roma here that I'm going to cut up. And that'll be plenty on the red tomatoes. I am a tomato fanatic. I love tomatoes in the summer. I love them all year round, but summer tomatoes off the vine are my absolute favorite. I can eat them every day, every single day. So I think I'm going to stop at that. And you could stop right there, put salt and pepper, and you're done. But I'm not stopping there. No, I'm not. Put those tomatoes back, and I'm going to go ahead, and I want some fermented tomatoes. Oh, so I fermented not only cherry, but Romas. That's a Roma. I want to get in here and get a cherry or two. And this one's already popped. Get that. And there's garlic infused in this. It's just wonderful. And okay, one more poppin' tomato. Super excited. And back in the fridge it goes. So we'll be done with that. Now I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. I like salt on the tomatoes, but remember the fermented tomatoes have salt and pepper. So let's get a picture and wipe this counter off, and I will show you what I've got. Okay, so let's do this. I'm super excited. There goes some bacon. Oh, I can't lose my bacon. Okay, so I want tomato, and I'm just doing I believe that's a regular, that's a regular tomato. A little bit of cottage cheese. Let's get some of that on there. Bacon. Okay, this is a big bite for YouTube, but going in for the team. Wow. Without getting into the fermented part of it, just as a BLT, you get all the flavors. You don't need mayonnaise or any dressing on this at all. I felt like the fermented tomatoes would add that almost vinegary bite for that portion of it. Let's get a bite of this here. Bacon, tomato, and this is a fermented tomato, and some cottage cheese and lettuce. Oh, wow. I am going to rename this a fermented BLT bowl. It's so good. That little bit of a zingy taste that the fermented tomatoes give to this, it's almost like it has mayonnaise on it. If you can imagine that. Absolutely delicious. This is on my menu. I'll be having this week for my lunches. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, that's a winner. Thank you for giving me the inspiration, Angela. This is such a delicious bowl that is healthy. It's low carb. You're getting probiotics in there if you do the fermented tomatoes. You could even do fermented salsa if you wanted to give it some zippity doo-dah. Either way, it's fantastic. So I do hope you try it. I know this wasn't a very long video, but I had to show you what I'm making for lunch because I knew it was going to be every bit as delicious as it is. And so I'm super excited. And here's a poppin' fermented tomato right there. Let's get that. Where's my bacon? Well, we'll just forego the bacon and get a tomato. Salty brine. It really does take the tomato to another level. I'm so glad that I finally tried it. All right. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in anything like this, we do all kinds of stuff on this channel, but mainly food preservation, gardening, cooking, canning, that kind of thing, dehydrating, vacuum freezer banking and vacuum sealing, all that stuff. And we've got lots of content coming up. So, and just a heads up, Spamtember starts this next week. And so Mary Ellen over at Prepper Potpourri is hosting it again this year, and it's just a week long, but we'll have a video every day of the week, and my video is on Monday, so I'll be making that recipe this afternoon. All right, I hope to see you there. Bye. Well, I hope if you like this sort of thing, you'll subscribe to the channel and share this on your Facebook page because it's wonderful.